Hello children, welcome to yet another session of the English class with me. Today I'm going to begin with something which is a part of integrated grammar. What do we mean by integrated grammar? Well, the different topics that fall under, some of the different topics which fall under the integrated grammar are editing. Of course, the writing part is there, the story writing and the diary entries and all that. But apart from that, we also have the editing, the omission and the rearrangement of sentences. Today we are going to pick up this topic, which is rearrangement of sentences. We have this rearrangement of sentences. Just like you have certain games in the puzzle board, the board games, like the puzzle board, you have a lot of picture which is dismantled in different puzzles and you have to rearrange them into the perfect picture yet again. This is something with the sentences which we do. A similar game with English language. We are going to pick it up here and we are going to present it in front of you. Let's see. Let's have a little bit of fun with the grammar part of it. Is, name, Ruchi, my. Well, these are the few clue words which are given and you have to arrange it into a proper sentence. And my name is Ruchi. That's the simple game. You have certain words given together and you have to rearrange them or put them up in a perfect, grammatically correct kind of a sentence. This is one good complete sentence. My name is Ruchi with a capital letter and a full stop in the end. Right, since you've got the grip of the game and actually it's rearrangement of the sentences. Now the words have been scrambled up, they've been all dismantled and you have to put it up in a proper sentence. Let me give you one example here. Louis Braille that's one clue. His eyesight. That's yet another clue that I've given you. Louis Braille, his eyesight, lost an accident. These are the different clues which I'm giving you and you'll have to form a proper sentence. As a result of. As a result of. Well, these are the different clues which have been given to you and we have to frame it in a proper sentence. Let's see how we can do it. The best way to do it is you can keep numbering. Use a pencil to do it. You can keep numbering on top of the words, the phrases there which you have to pick up as per your sequence required. Like we can have one way of writing this as, let's say, let's pick up this. Louis Braille lost his eyesight as a result of an accident. As a result of an accident. Well, perfect. Let's just put it in. Louis Braille, the second one, lost. Third one, his eyesight. His eyesight. The fourth one, as a result of an accident. Now you might come up with a question, ma'am, can we not write this in a different way? Well, of course we can. So there can be yet another way of writing it. Let's see how. As we can begin with the last phrase here. As a result of an accident, comma, Louis Braille, as Louis Braille lost his eyesight. Lost his eyesight. What matters is that we have to be grammatically correct. Sometimes it is possible that the same sentence can be written in 2 or 3 different kinds of ways. The position of certain words, phrases can be placed somewhere else. Now, this was the way I had begun. I jotted down the numbers on top to see the sequence, and then what I did was I wrote the sentence. Now to cross check myself, what can I do? Let me just pick up the first part of it. Like we have Lewis Braille. I've picked up Lewis Braille. Okay, either a tick or a cut through. Lost his eyesight. Where is lost? Lost his eyesight. I've taken that. As a result of, I've picked up this. An accident. So I've picked up all the words. Generally, children, what happens is during your when you're writing down those sentences, a number of times you miss out an article or a word. So that becomes an incorrect sentence. You lose your marks for that. Further, it is also possible that you add on some extra article or some extra word of your own, which again brings you a wrong answer. So the best way is to jot down the numbers on top and then cross check it yourself. You can just put a tick there or scratch it off with a pencil. So that's the perfect way to do it. Let's discuss yet another example, how well we can pick up. The plenty and plenty of sentences that we pick up, the better fun for us. You can do it yourself also, you know. You can just write a sentence and then break it up and then write your own one. Like for example, if I give you the sentence, I planted a tree. Now if you're playing with your friend or somebody, you can add up there, I planted a tree yesterday. Okay, to add up, I planted a tree yesterday. Now you want to play the same game with your friend, you try doing it. You break it up. Yesterday tree planted and I. Right? So this way you can break it up yourself and then try doing it. A number of practice sessions you can have of your own. Be your own teachers, be your own guides and have this fun activity. Okay, let me discuss another sentence with you so that the thing is very, very clear. A sharp needle. That's one phrase. A sharp needle. One day he took. Then further we have hit it. Then we have and then we have with a hammer. Right? So these are the phrases which are given to us already and we need to place it in some kind of a sentence, a grammatically correct sentence. Let's see how we can do that. Let me just put the numbers. As I told you, I always put in the numbers so it's easier for me. A sharp needle, one day he took, hit it and with a hammer. Let me begin this. One day he took a sharp needle and hit it with a hammer. Don't you think that's a perfect sentence? Wow, we've just done it. Let's just put it up together. One day he took a sharp needle and with a hammer. Well, is there a mistake here? Let's just see. Okay, let's see the words we picked up. One day, we've picked up one day. He took a sharp needle and with a hammer. There is no tick here. Hit it. Oh, I missed this somewhere. Let's see. One day he took a sharp needle and hit it with a hammer. So you see why your cross-checking is so important. You can always cross-check and correct your own sentence. Whatever you've missed out, see I had missed out this phrase here, so I've added that on. So once the numbers you can add up and then you can cross check it by putting a tick or something of your own identification that you can do it. Now there are plenty of such sentences which we can pick up from a normal day-to-day reading, break it up and then frame it into different kinds of perfect sentences, different ways of putting up those sentences. I'll give you 2 more sentences for your practice so that it's going to be a little more fun for you for the activity, which is rearrangement of sentences. Let's see another lot of phrases. Leather, his father, workshop had. Okay, workshop had. Now that's easy. The lesser the number of phrases or words there, it's easier for you to frame it in a sentence form. His father had a leather workshop. Okay. Workshop leather? No, the suitable word will be leather workshop, not workshop leather. Okay, let's put it in the sentence form. His father had a leather workshop. Right? So that's a perfect rearrangement which has already been done and in front of us. Do you think there's another way of writing the same sentence? Let's just try doing it. Before that, let me just check. His father, okay, had, okay, done, leather done, workshop done. Okay. His father had a leather workshop. Any other way which we can put it in? A leather workshop his father had? Well, doesn't sound very correct, right? We have to have the subject before that. His father had a leather workshop is the perfect way of putting up this kind of a sentence. Let's have another sentence. Another few lot of clues for you. Bounced up. Let's have another one. Pierced. The needle. And let's see, what else do we have? Eyes. One of his. You can well imagine what is happening here. Something drastic. Let's see. Bounced up, pierced, the needle, and his, and eyes, one of his. The needle bounced up and pierced one of his eyes. Wonderful. The needle bounced up and pierced one of his eyes. Right? Let's just write the sentence. The needle bounced up and pierced one of his eyes. Cross check. Let's not forget to cross check. The needle bounced up and pierced one of his eyes. We've picked up each word and a sentence is in a proper grammatical order done. Well, I hope the concept of rearrangement is very, very clear to all of you. Thank you.